While Joe Biden was on permanent vacation during his own shadow presidency, someone else was signing official documents in his name. Executive actions, presidential pardons. We're talking major delegations of authority, and Joe Biden wasn't even present for it. This is a constitutional crisis, and now we have some idea who one of the shadow figures was behind it. This is Kyle Becker, and welcome to Explain America. Please like, comment, and share because this story is a real bombshell. Her name is Neera Tanden, and under sworn testimony before the House Oversight Committee, she just confessed she was the one in charge of the president's signature. That included from October 2021 to May 2023. Tanden admitted she was authorized to use Biden's Autopen, the mechanical device that replicates the president's signature on official documents.
A brief comment.
Thank you.
I just spoke with the House Oversight Committee, Majority and Minority Council. I answered every question, was pleased to discuss my public service, and it was a thorough process, and I'm glad I answered every question.
Was there an effort to disguise President Biden's condition?
Absolutely not.
She didn't just oversee the process. She had full authority to direct which documents got stamped with the presidential signature. This is a major usurpation of presidential authority because Biden was off-site, unavailable, or disengaged in numerous circumstances. That includes December 30th, 2022, when Biden was golfing at a luxury resort in St. Croix, and 6 federal pardons were quietly issued in his name. Now we know Biden wasn't in the room. Neera Tanden was. Now, she called it routine. She said it was protocol, but issuing a presidential pardon is not routine paperwork. It's a constitutional duty that cannot be transferred, delegated, or offloaded to White House staff. It's the very definition of presidential authority. And if Biden wasn't directing it, that's not just a breach of protocol. That's a breach of the U.S. Constitution. Tanden claimed the system was inherited, but presidents don't inherit the right to hand off decisions that only they are allowed to make. That's not clerical. That's governing by proxy. And the American people never voted for Neera Tanden. She usurped the president's authority. Asked if this amounted to a cover-up of Biden's mental decline, Tanden scoffed, "Absolutely not." But that's not how it looks. Not to the Oversight Committee, not to the American public, and certainly not to anyone who watched Biden struggle through interviews and speeches for his entire presidency. Chairman James Comer says Tanden is one of 5 Biden aides involved in what he calls a coordinated effort to conceal the president's incapacity. She's the first to testify under oath, but the damage has already been done. President Donald Trump reacted to the news on Truth Social, calling it the biggest usurpation of power in American history. You don't have to agree with Trump to realize what's at stake here. If the president wasn't signing off on the orders and wasn't even aware that they were being signed off on, then someone else was running the country. America would not even be a democracy or a constitutional republic or anything. It would be a shadow tyranny. So let's not pretend that the United States under the Democratic Party was in any way democratic. Because Neera Tanden, nobody elected her. Most people don't even know her name. America is screwed if there is no accountability. This is one of the biggest scandals in U.S. history, and the corporate media acts like it's no big deal. Well, it is a huge deal because all of our elections, all of our democratic processes, all of our divided powers, all of our checks and balances, all of it means nothing if a bunch of shadowy figures, a cabal, can install themselves through deception in the United States and run a government without the knowledge of the President of the United States. In any cases, in any situation, this is extremely dangerous. This is a constitutional crisis. Don't let Americans sleep through this because what happened under the Biden administration is an absolute catastrophe for the rule of law and for constitutional governments in America. So if you believe this is an important story, please like, comment, and share. We really appreciate your support.